On the Guadalupe River in the Texas Hill Country and on dozens of rivers across the United States, shooting whitewater rapids is, for many people, a celebration of nature. And again this summer, there will be more of us than before.
1, 2, 3.
For our trip to the Guadalupe, our guide, our instructor, our whitewater expert is Don Greene. On most weekends, Don can be found leading excursions down the Rio Grande or through the Grand Canyon. Not long ago, he took a group of nuns down the river. And on all of these trips, safety comes first, like tying your boat down correctly and preventing an accident before you even reach the water.
The best thing to do is to tie them down in a triangular fashion as we're doing here in the front, so that they don't move laterally. And then the most important thing, Dan, is to tie them down in 3 places: in the bow, in the stern, or the front and back of the canoe, and then around the middle. That way it has less of a tendency to fly off. It creates a great deal of confusion when these things fly off on a freeway.
You also need a first aid kit with pain relievers and bandages, sunscreen lotion. Don likes to carry packs of Gatorade to prevent dehydration. And remember, on a river trip, you can't exactly pull over to the nearest drugstore.
It's very, very important that people, if they are on any sort of special medication, take that also.
All of this waterproofed in plastic bags. We have life jackets, extra paddles, a patch kit to fix any leaks in our canoe. It's a checklist that any reputable outlet like Don Greene's will gladly go over with you. All of this preparation is pretty unexciting stuff, but to Don Greene, it's the only way to go.
It just depends on how you approach it, whether you approach it from a take me down the river deliverance sort of syndrome, in an altered state of consciousness, or with a great deal of maturity and pre-planning.
A good way to learn what to do on the river is in knowing what not to do. Rule 1, a rule of common sense, is broken by these men. Don't go on the water, especially this kind of water, without a life preserver. There are rocks below the surface, and it's not uncommon for people to fall out of a boat and knock themselves unconscious. Another reason for life jackets is demonstrated for us by these 2 men and by the sheer power of the water. Even a well-built canoe can be wrapped, bent like spaghetti around trees or heavy rock, and with the current that strong, it takes an exceptional swimmer to reach the bank. At that point, you can forget about your boat, but the jacket will give you a free ride downstream to where the water is calmer. Another whitewater taboo: 2 people should almost never paddle on the same side of a boat. It provides poor balance. It's a quick way to get wet.